Tonight on News 12 Nightside, an all-out brawl breaks out in Williamsburg at a grocery store, all over a hoverboard. But why are some calling it a hate crime?
He went to the park 3 days ago and hasn't been heard from since. Now his family reaching out to Nightside to find him.
You won't believe this one. A community garden shut down because it was overrun with weed. Not weeds, weed.
Plus, sobering statistics on Latina teen suicide. Nightside takes a closer look at the stats for Brooklyn.
Our blood inventory being at critically low levels.
Why you can expect to see more of these bands coming to the rescue. All of this and more when News 12 Nightside starts right now. Well, hopefully you're having a great Thursday. So much to talk about tonight on News 12 Nightside. I'm Christy Reeder.
Christy, you are so right. And I'm Amanda Bossard.
Yeah, well, caught on camera. This video, crazy. We watched it a couple times.
Yeah.
An argument turned brawl inside a Williamsburg supermarket.
And get this, all of it over a hoverboard. And now there is another argument about what led to that fight.
News 12 Nightside's Paula Vasan has this story from Central Market.
The video is scary to watch. Punches flying, boxes toppling over, a brawl that turned bloody.
When he came in and started going violent, I tried to relax him and told him that the cops are on the way and we're going to sort this out.
Police say it started when Mark Soto's daughter came into the store with his nephew. The nephew was on a hoverboard.
The manager, they don't allow hoverboards inside.
Workers at the Central Market on Division Avenue weren't having it. An argument escalated quickly. Police say Soto fired the first punch. The store managers calling this a hate crime. But Soto's family tells us the video only shows one side of the story. A cousin of the family says it was actually a manager of the supermarket who started the violence.
He had took a peach and he like threw it her eye. She started bleeding all right here and had a bruise.
Supermarket workers deny causing this wound from throwing peaches. For now, Mark Soto and two supermarket managers are charged with assault. In Williamsburg, Paula Vasan, News 12 Nightside.
Thank you, Paula. Man, a lot of back and forth on there. We'll have to see how it plays out. Well, weather now. Weather on the twos with Matt Albanese. Hey there, Matt.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Some gloominess kind of took over the borough today. What are you doing?
Kind of a dreary day. I know it's all my fault, right? Just blame the weather guy.
I mean, that's typically what everyone else does, right?
Who wouldn't, right? Kind of cloudy, dreary, a couple of showers. But the good news is the rain is over with now.
Yes,
and we have better weather on the way. Tomorrow, not bad. And even better for the weekend. So you guys have weekend plans?
Oh, yeah.
Work.
Yeah,
I'm actually flying out of here.
Me too, but we have better weather, a lot of sunshine for the weekend. We'll talk about that coming up a little bit later on.
All right, Matt, thanks so much. Now for a local look at your weather conditions throughout the day. As always, check out the News 12 family of apps and do not forget to turn on those notifications.
Important part. You got to do that. Well, a 72-year-old man missing for over 2 days. Now his family is desperate, of course, to find him. Family members, they tell us this man, Joseph Garades, went for a walk on Tuesday evening around St. John's Park in Crown Heights, but never returned.
Yeah, and they're also worried because he has mild Alzheimer's and isn't very familiar with that area.
He always does that, you know. If he goes by himself, take a walk, come back in an hour or two, you know. Not this long.
He was last seen wearing a black t-shirt and blue jeans and black sneakers. Anyone who sees him or knows where he is, please call police.
Yeah, a lot of people, you know, have been found, you know, watching our show.
Exactly.
And then they spot the person. So, yeah, call police, certainly,
Fingers
if you see him.
that this can happen here.
Yeah, well, 12 is on crime now. Emergency crews say a woman is in serious but stable condition after a shooting near 1009 East 42nd Street. And there's still no word on the investigation or if a suspect is in custody.
All right, more 12 on crime now. Police searching for two suspects in an attempted robbery at a Pale-Matic in East New York.
Yeah, the suspects also threatened to blow the place up. Wow. Well, police say one suspect passed a note to an employee behind the glass demanding money. When the employee refused, the two sprayed some sort of liquid through the glass and then through batteries wrapped with tape at the glass. Ooh, I bet that was so scary for those employees.
I can only imagine.
And the two, they got away empty-handed.
All right, and police are also asking for your help in identifying this man. He is wanted for questioning in a robbery inside a Chase Bank along Utica Avenue in Crown Heights. Investigators say in late April, a 58-year-old man was robbed of $800 at knife point.
So anyone with information in regards to this incident or anyone that we just told you about, please call NYPD's Crime Stoppers hotline. That number is 1-800-577-TIPS. That's 8477. Spanish speakers can call 1-888-57-PISTA. That's 7482. So definitely keep those numbers, remember those numbers. And, you know, any detail, it really does help. So give them a call. Well, a 25-year-old Bushwick man who fled during his May assault trial has been recaptured.
Yeah, well, Curtis Peterson was sentenced in absence to 40 years in prison last month. Peterson was convicted on several assault charges, along with reckless endangerment, weapons possession, and harassment charges. A tip led police to a Bed-Stuy apartment where Peterson was found on Wednesday, and now he's back behind bars.
Couldn't stay on the run. Nope. Well, you're watching News 12 Nightside. I'm Christy Reeder.
And I'm Amanda Bossard.
Coming up, a community garden shut down.
And the city's reasoning behind the shutdown and why its decision is buzzing on social media. This one is a talker. We'll have that story more when we return.
Welcome back to News 12 Nightside. Blood supply, it is low here in our city.
Yeah, that's right. The New York Blood Center is declaring a blood emergency. That's how low it is. The organization says supplies are extremely low, with less than 2 days of O negative, B negative, and A negative. That means if an emergency were to happen, there might not be enough blood to go around. So the Blood Center is now teaming up with an NYPD mobile unit, allowing people throughout the community to be able to just stop in and donate.
That's good.
Exactly.
I like that.
Officials at the center say they like to always have a 7 to 10 day blood supply. And an exhibit at the Brooklyn Historical Society highlights blacks and whites who were part of the abolitionist movement.
Yeah, it's called Brooklyn Abolitionists in Pursuit of Freedom. It highlights contributions to the anti-slavery movement here in the borough. This exhibit will be up through winter 2018. So gotta check that out.
Exactly. News around the city now. Victims of the Orlando mass shooting honored at the site of another national tragedy. Visitors to the 9/11 memorial holding a moment of silence and tying ribbons to a tree, all in an effort to pay tribute to the 49 killed and dozens of others left wounded after Sunday's attack.
Yeah, and Amanda, also today, President Obama and Vice President Biden lay wreaths at a makeshift memorial in downtown Orlando, Florida, paying homage to the victims of the Pulse nightclub massacre. Now, the two also met with survivors and victims' families in an expression of solidarity with the grief-stricken community.
And meanwhile, Senator John McCain blamed the president and called the tragedy his fault.
That Barack Obama is directly responsible for it, because when he pulled everybody out of Iraq, Al-Qaeda went to Syria, became ISIS, and ISIS is what it is today.
So, hot topic there, obviously.
Yeah, some controversial
since
remarks.
McCain says that made that statement, he says he misspoke. He says he was blaming Obama's national security decisions, not the president himself.
All right, we'll see how that plays out. I'm sure a lot of comments to come.
Well, let's take a look at the buzz tonight.
Yeah, a Brooklyn man who has been running a community garden for 23 years, well, yeah, that's no longer happening.
Yeah, ousted after marijuana was found growing in the garden. In a release, the Green Thumb Community Garden say twice the man was caught growing marijuana. Now, it says the use of the garden for any illegal purpose is strictly prohibited.
So yeah, of course, we posted the story to our Facebook page, and it got a lot of buzz. A lot of people with a lot of comments about this story. So let's take a look at what some of them had to say.
Christina says, open it up and keep a watchful eye. So she's saying she wants it back up and running.
All right, but Michael says, sorry, but the place has to be monitored now.
I can kind of see that. I mean, obviously,
I really blame that, considering they said twice he was caught.
Yeah, and then also we got Brian saying, Brian saying, I hate when people mess up a good thing for their own selfish reason.
Yeah, I'm sure
I think
a lot of people in the community are probably upset that that beautiful garden is now gone. So Robert,
this one's kind of funny.
Yeah, we were kind of giggling. It's a little bit funny. He says, well, it is a green garden. Okay,
yeah.
So making a little bit of a joke out of the situation.
Yeah, people always have different comments they're talking to and saying to us. And let's look at one more quote. Jonathan saying, open it up. So a lot of buzz, and we want to hear your comments too. Remember, you can just head over to our Facebook. It's really easy. Just head to the Facebook page, leave us a comment, and I'm sure this one's going to have a lot of people. It had so many comments, so many shares.
You were telling me about it earlier. You said this one is definitely a talker. So, all right, time now for a look at our weather on the twos with Matt Albanese joining us in studio now. So, kind of gloomy, not exactly the best of gardening days.
Yes,
definitely
this
not.
guy or anybody, but you're telling us the sun is coming back out.
It is definitely coming back out. A little bit by tomorrow and more so over the weekend with the warmer temperatures too, just in time for the weekend. So we have a great shot here, the last light here on our Canarsie roof cam, 68 degrees. So we are on the cool side, humidity's high, and a light southwesterly breeze. So a couple showers have now moved out. It'll be drier overnight, breaks in some of the clouds, still cool on Friday. Could be a passing shower as well. And then it's back to summer by the weekend with those warmer temperatures. Showers have really moved out now. After about 6 o'clock, we have been dry. We'll stay dry for the rest of the overnight. Showers off to our south and west. We'll stay there and expect showers and storms to pass us to our south, so we'll stay dry here across the borough for the rest of the overnight hours. So we drop down to 62 for the rest of the overnight, so expect a fairly quiet night. And a check here on your planner, expect a mainly dry evening, a couple passing clouds. And stay tuned. You're watching News 12.
Welcome back to News 12 Nightside. Well, an alarming study to tell you about from the Centers for Disease Control. Latina teen suicide rates in the city, well, they are higher than they've been in the last 5 years.
Yeah, News 12 Nightside's Rena Roy spoke to the head of the anti-suicide program, Life is Precious, to find out more.
It's a trend on the rise, a trend Dr. Rosa Gill says needs to stop to save the lives of young Latinas. The CDC's new study released Friday says 19% of Latina teens in New York City high schools are seriously considering suicide, and 13.2% of them have attempted it. The study pointing out that's higher than any other ethnic or racial group, and the Bronx saw the highest increase in the entire city. But there is one sliver of good news. Brooklyn saw a drop in numbers. But whatever the case, Dr. Gill says the most important thing is for parents and community leaders to be aware and take action if needed.
This is the most important message, for parents in the community, which is your decision to really seek help can make a difference in the life of your daughter. You can save her.
Now, Dr. Gill says the next step is figuring out why Latina suicide is on the rise and reaching out to local schools, churches, and community centers to spread awareness. For News 12 Nightside, I'm Rena Roy.
Thank you, Rena. Just sad study there. Well, to hot headlines now. Police searching for a suspect in a deadly shooting near 207 MacDougal Street. Now, remember last night on News 12 Nightside, Chopper 12 was over the scene. Investigators say it happened around 6 p.m. They're still searching for the suspect, and they're trying to determine a motive.
All right, and moving on to more hot headlines today. The medical examiner confirms a body found in the Hudson back on June 3rd is missing Brooklynite Alex D'Souza. The 47-year-old was on a fishing trip back on May 31st and decided to take a swim and likely drowned. A fisherman about half a mile off the shore discovered his body a few days later.
And a British lawmaker shot and killed in northern England today. Police say a 52-year-old man opened fire on Parliament member Jo Cox in the town of Bristol, part of the area she represented. This man, or that man, is now in custody. Police do not believe there are any other suspects. Sad story there.
Absolutely. Moving on to some movie news now.
Lighthearted news to get
Switching gears. In
Mm-hmm.
case you haven't had the opportunity to catch it on Broadway, well, the Tony Award-winning musical Wicked, it's coming to theaters,
Nice.
right? Universal Pictures announcing the stage play will be released in theaters across the country on December 20th. And lyricist Stephen Schwartz and writer Winnie Holzman, who both collaborated collaborated on the stage musical, will also be working on the big screen adaptation, but the cast has yet to be announced, so we'll see how that plays out as we approach that December 20th date.
I have seen Wicked before.
You're lucky.
I would catch the movie too. I think I'll see both.
I mean, I never got to see it, but I was a big theater fan, and I've only heard good things.
You gotta check it out. Okay,
so
well,
there we
maybe
go.
I'll try
December
to
20th, I'm in theaters. Well, it's no surprise now that the hit Broadway show Hamilton is getting a new leading man.
But what you may not know is that man is a Brooklyn native. How cool is that?
Yeah.
Javier Munoz, the current understudy for Lin-Manuel Miranda, will assume the lead role in July. Now, the duo, they are no strangers. So Munoz also took over Miranda's leading role in the Tony Award-winning musical In the Heights. Miranda's last performance in Hamilton is going to be on July 9th.
So you've got to get in and see it before then.
Yes, well, celebrity buzz news to get to.
Exactly. All right, so this video got a New Jersey principal singing the blues, but now rapper Fetty Wap is trying to help him out.
Yeah, Fetty Wap shot the music video at East Side High School in Paterson, New Jersey, where he actually went to school. The music video depicted drug use and scantily clad women, so some felt it was inappropriate for the school, and they wondered how approval was given.
All right, so the principal was placed on administrative leave in light of the video coming out, but recently there was a school board meeting, and Fetty Wap himself came to apologize and show support for that principal. So you know what? Pretty good for him to come out and say, hey, I take responsibility and I'm here to kind of stand up for this guy.
Yeah, so we posted this on our Facebook page. Do you agree with the decision to suspend the principal? James says, I do agree. And there were a lot of people that did say I do agree about this.
Well, it's definitely a controversial hot topic issue, and it's a school where students are there to learn, and you're putting this kind of interesting activity on screen. And anyway, John brings up a pretty solid point, probably making a joke, but he says, was class interrupted? I don't know.
Yes.
We'll see.
And apparently this was, apparently in the school board meeting it came to light that some of the things that came out, they were shot off, the bad stuff was shot off site.
Okay, so that makes a difference as
last
well.
comment, DMAC.
Very simple. I disagree. So both sides of the spectrum there. Interesting to see where the conversation is headed.
All right, you're watching News 12 Nightside. I'm Christy Reeder.
And I'm Amanda Bosser.
Next on Nightside, Borough President Eric Adams is shaking it. How he's kicking off NYC Dance Week coming up. Welcome back to News 12 Nightside. Matt Albany is joining us again because the weekend is coming up, and that means we are all making our plans.
Exactly.
We want to know what it's going to be like.
We have good news to tell you. A lot of nice weather on the way, sunshine and warmer temperatures, so we have that to look forward to after a dreary Thursday. Kind of a drag today, but it won't be as bad tomorrow, and we have better weather on the way over the weekend. So we had a pretty cool day compared to what we had the past couple days, especially yesterday. 74 degrees was the high. That's all we could muster up because of the clouds and the rain showers around. The low temperature this morning was a mild 65 degrees, pretty close to average for this time of the year, but the high was below average for this time of the year. Check out numbers right now. 70 now, Greenpoint, 74. Park Slope will be on the cool side later on tonight with a light easterly wind. Now we have showers that have moved out. This batch here stays to our south, so expect a few breaks in some of the clouds as we head through the rest of the overnight hours. So dropping down to 62, a bit cooler than it was last night. We'll call it partly to mostly cloudy and dry. A light south-southeasterly wind. Now, a check on your hyperlocal 7-day forecast. Here's that weekend forecast. 82 on Saturday, 85 on Sunday, and expect more nice weather to start summer heading into early next week.
All right, Matt.
Wow, summer.
Loving
Official
the look
start
of that
summer.
weekend forecast.
Not
Thanks
bad.
so much, Matt. Well, if you guys are like Christy and I, then you must love chocolate.
Ooh, yeah, and if you like fudge, today is your day.
Today is National Fudge Day.
There's a day for everything.
I
though.
love it, though. There are endless varieties of the sweet and delicious confectionery treat, but arguably the most popular is chocolate. So go and grab some candy. I might celebrate accordingly and make sure to share it. It's not as much fun eating fudge alone.
No.
All right, Christy, so you're going to get a piece as well.
All right, sounds good. And then after you eat the fudge, you can dance it off.
All right, just like Brooklyn Borough President Eric Adams, who is showing off his moves to kick off New York City Dance Week. Week.
Dance Week lasts 10 days. In case you didn't know, local studios are opening their doors to the public for free dance, fitness, and wellness classes throughout the week. BP Adams will discuss the benefits of dance and how it helps maintain physical fitness. It really does.
I love it.
Participants in Dance Week agree with Adams.
I feel like it's important for people to understand how rich dance is to every culture of the world and to realize that it's an innate part of our being as human beings and to explore that just so we can live a more fulfilled life.
BP Adams also says that dance is good for self-expression and it contributes to the vibrant culture of Brooklyn. Couldn't have said it better myself.
I love it when people are just dancing on the street.
Exactly.
So cool.
Give us a little show.
Yeah, let's get to downtown Brooklyn. It's not every day that we get a brand new subway entrance, but now for strap hangers in downtown Brooklyn, their commute will be a little cleaner. Take a look at this. It's because developers of this luxury high-rise on Bridge and Willoughby completely renovated the southeast entrance to the J Street Metro Tech R station. Wider stairways, as you saw, sleek gray tiles, a clean glass elevator. And you know what, Amanda? We may be getting more renovated subway entrances because the MTA says they are open to similar partnerships with other developers.
I think the entrance is very nice.
It's a lot better than it looked before. I mean, were you here before? Well, then you would understand what I'm saying.
Can't help but laugh like him.
Did you
Exactly. So good for them, and hopefully we'll see more of those cleaner, nicer, newer entrances to come. But you know what? It's time for some viral videos.
Yes, let's take a look at what's all over the internet today.
Can't help but laugh at this one too. A man dressed in a T-Rex costume competing in American Ninja Warrior.
Oh, most people can't even they can't even complete the whole cycle without the costume on. I don't know how they did it.
You know what? Everyone always makes fun of the tiny T-Rex arms, but look at him
He's
grabbing
got,
onto the monkey bars, doing what he has to do to get across. That is pretty impressive.
Up.
All right. Okay, we're gonna take a look at another one
Yeah,
now.
listen to this.
No, sweetie, it's 1, 2, 3, 4.
No. 1, 2, 3, 5.
Oh my gosh, I can watch this all night long. So adorable.
Yeah,
I love it. Arguing about counting.
And I love the fact that these kids always stand up to their parents. It makes for the cutest viral video, and I give her credit for standing her ground. She's very convincing.
Yeah, I don't know. She almost has me convinced. I don't know. So cute, though. Keep those viral videos coming. If you have a local one, send it our way.
Please.
Well, thanks for watching News 12 Nightside. I'm Christy Reeder.
And I'm Amanda Bossard. More of your hyper-local headlines on the way. But, Christy, let's take a look at our cover photo winner of the day. Beautiful.
I love these photos. And remember, you can enter our cover photo contest by heading over to News 12 Brooklyn's Facebook page.